All right, we're back here at the BrisVegas LAN. We're in the grand final between LANMowers and ezpz. Obviously, ezpz taking the first map. Got a casting change at the desk here. I'm here with another nerd. No, I'm not insulting him. That's his alias. And we're on cobblestone. So this is, from my understanding, the pick of LANMowers.
Correct.
So, well, they didn't win the knife round, but let's just see how dizzy we can be made by Saib. That's the question. How do you think this one's going to go? Is it another like coin toss? Do you think this one could go either way? To be honest, because I sort of feel as though it could.
I think it is going to be another coin toss, and even with a couple of substitutions being made due to the boys playing PGL, I think it's just such an unknown factor. I think it really could just go to the full 30 rounds again.
Yeah, but I feel as though the same way. It really is a coin flip with these guys. I'm not too sure who's going to be in the prime position to win it, but we will find out at the conclusion of this match.
Absolutely.
It is a best of 3, of course, too. So if we do need that third and final map, it is somewhere around here.
It was Mirage, I thought it was.
A Mirage. No wonder we couldn't see it. It's a Mirage.
Very good.
And pretty standard pistol round split coming out here. The aggression from LANMowers, though, is it going to be punished? As they do have a bit of a crossfire set up. Needs to be careful not to be taken down here at all. He's on Jabbo. And he get more than 2. He does find 2. Looking for that third. And, well, the players from ezpz have actually managed to level this back. So I thought the CTs were going to be in prime position to win this. But T's the frags early in the piece. And
lots of health being exchanged.
Need to get that bomb down, though. So they will be able to do it. Senor, though, doesn't want to overextend himself as it's all on white. Find the frags. They should be able to win this, though, easy peasy. What can white do? Are they going to allow him to find a frag? Nope. Burke just tiling the roof there. Also finding the pistol round for easy peasy. So even with that substitute, or the double substitute, they've managed to find the pistol. Obviously a long way from home.
Of course.
Are you expecting some, I guess, deep array of strategy from either of these teams? You're expecting more like that, some very fast play, some very loose style of games, or?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of loose style. It's going to be, of course, very puggy just due to the nature of the event. Burke taking out LANMowers with a scout very early in the round, which is just a huge blow to the LANMowers after all that money being invested into it. And then I guess they're going to try and hope for some 1Ds to level it out.
Pray to 1. But you can see now they're actually taking a lot of position. There's a lot of information coming out from where Swanky is as well, because he knows that they don't really have a lot of territory, they don't have a lot of presence over at B. But easy peasy, they're not fast. They've still got a minute to burn. They're just waiting to see if any CTs will push. And they're grouped up quite well, but Mozzie still at LAN. Well, let's bring things up from the rear. Now, they will be able to get into this A-bomb stop, but they need to be careful. Need to check things as White is sitting at CZ in the stables.
The flash.
Does get booked by the flash, but whoop, showing IP on screen. That's not good.
That's all LAN.
How do they all connect to LAN? That's the question. Thankfully, no one has any money on this game, but Swanky wants to find a frag or 2 here. And that is an epic denial. Easy peasy. Find their second frag, or second round, should I say. With
full eco for the CTs.
Investment coming last round didn't quite pay off for them. Now, the question is, oh yep, this is Dog Ryan thing to do.
The scenic route.
Cinematics, cam paths. But in the meantime, they're straight into this B-bomb site. There's nothing to stop them too. The CTs have no utility, so to speak, whatsoever, and you're just getting crushed as player now. Animus must have thought he struck gold there when he came through all the way into Dragon Law. Oh boy. Not being too successful here at the moment. And as it's expected, USPs versus armoured opponents. It's not that easy. This is going to be awkward. A-Res does go down, and we will do that.
It's pretty rough in these eco rounds.
It's rough out here, gents. That being said, UMPs are being retained by Sybe and Clowney, so hopefully that doesn't come to back to bite them. Obviously, it's not as well ranged. Probably more viable on CT, to be honest, than the T side. Simply because, you can get a lot of bullets off in close quarters there, obviously with the armor pen as well. You are finding it a very viable option. That's a lot of CT sides now, finding a viable option with that UMP. But close grouping here. Animus needs not to get caught out here. And there are a lot of bullets being exchanged, but no damage.
A lot of utility being expended very quickly.
Important here too that ezpz do take control of drop room. It's so important to have control of drop if you are taking this B-bomb side. That's exactly what they're doing. UMP is not too effective, but look at this. They've actually sold a ruse. That bomb is going over towards the A bomb site. So, I'm going to sell a fake here, but it's going to be on Animus, who may be caught out. He's quite wary of side also, to be honest. It's going to be a question of timing. Does find one. Should be traded out here. Easily done so. Rez is over at B, and they do make the frags that they needed to. So, I actually thought Easy Peasy had done a good job in that round.
Yeah.
Didn't make the frags.
It just kind of got pulled out of the hat by the LANMowers there.
And I'm going to need a few more of those rounds too, because only 2 members survived. The economy's not fantastic. There's a mag 7 on White. Depending on where he's playing, it's viable. But
very dangerous in drop.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one to bring the bank back up if you are in need of a few dollars. Jeez. Taking fast control of this drop. Yes, and you're on point. This is what he does, though, a few times against him. He's actually pushed with some tendencies here now. Question is, that flank, it was taken out over towards the A-bomb site. And it's all on Swanky here. Might be able to find one, but not going to overextend, not going to overpeak. He'll be lucky to save his weapon once that bomb goes down. The T economy obviously is fantastic. CT not so good. They should recognise this. Only 2 members survived on the only round that they've won. So I think once it gets to sort of that 30-second mark after the bomb's gone down, yep, they're starting to hunt. Nice easy grouping there for Easy Peasy. They know where he is too, so he's in a race against time. I'm going to go dramatic camera angle. And he's taken out.
Just not enough time to get up Juliet.
And you can see that hard reset too. White is copping the full brunt of it. A-Res as well. Not good early on, but it's not all over yet for that CT side on Cobble. It is expected that the Ts do have an easier time, but it is rough. It is rough.
The double eco takes them to 1-6. After that, back on the bye.
Yeah.
Still a very viable half to take and win.
Definitely. If this was us, though, let's be honest, we'd probably be force buying. Like,
I don't think I saw you guys save once today, did you?
No.
Just
no.
Force.
Pretty much. Like, never working with St. George because we don't save anything. But CT's now. Oh, crushed there in mid. Burks now. They're actually going to hit this A-bomb side. Didn't make the frag there, Senor. And the USPs are doing some work, so need to be careful. White.
Swanky finding the AK. Recognises the danger from short.
That's right. Now, White's in a very forward position too, so he's going to be calling that info. He's like, they're backed off. They're going back towards B. You can see the rotations come right through too, so Swanky's going to be first on site. Question is, can he get a few frags? He's actually the one to open up here too, so all on Jabbo and White. Looking for frags, and that Molotov is rough too, because that means White was left on his lonesome. And Jabbo now completely caught out. Sharp shot though onto Clowney, forcing this 1 versus 1.
Making a very expensive round for ezpz.
It is a very expensive round, but that's a smart play here from Burke. He's just going to force the CT to come to him. 2 more time. Jabbo doesn't have a hit. Even if he got the frag, it's going to be tough for him to win that round. And that is another round for ezpz. But much better from LANMowers. All on the back of that double USP from Ares.
Of course. Once again, diligently saving their money for the next buy round.
Yep. As I said, if this was us, we'd be force buying at some point. Just eco the losers, apparently. And there we go.
Of course, the Castaway boys finishing up 4th today at the Guff LAN.
Yeah, a little disappointed. With more ecos, we may have been able to do stuff. But Swanky's actually found a double, so pressure now here on White, who's left in that site. Finds a triple, Swanky. White finds another, and the USPs, and the P250, should I say, going to work. Nice triple from Swanky, and a double from White to finish things off. I did not see that going that way.
No, it's a momentum changer, really.
One that the CTs needed too, because that was obviously another eco round for them. Their economy's not amazing, but if you have members surviving win rounds like that, picking up some free guns, then you're doing well.
And just like that, the T's are straight back onto Tech 9s.
Yeah. Could that be the talking point? As they do make their way into this bomb site, the frags are coming again. Swanky holds strong. Clowney's the only one in so far. But Jabbo is in a very forward position here. T's are actually going to back off too, so they're straight out of there. They're gone. Well, at least Cyb was. Poor Mozzie got left behind. Swatted in the end there. This Logitech keyboard, I'm blaming the keyboard.
Always blame the equipment.
Yep. Yep. You know how it is. See, if I was a real observer, I'd have a bind that would unbind console and a bind that would rebind it in and out of gameplay. Pro tip.
There you go, for all you up-and-coming observers.
Yeah. It is now a race against time here for Ronan for side. Able to find that frag. Animus cleaning that one out. A clean round for the CTs. So back to back there, they've been able to come up with the goods. 4 members surviving, and then all 5 surviving in that round. Looking much healthier. T's on the other hand, that Tech 9 buy was just a placeholder for another gun round. Question is, are they going to have a bit more of a presence towards A? So far in these last few rounds, they've only had presence towards B, so it's been fairly easy for the CTs to read in that particular regard. And I think they need to go back to basics, go back to that drop room control. They need to have control of that, because what it does is it pushes the CTs back into the bomb site. Particularly if they get themselves down drop, they can start to pincer. From there on out, it's a matter of timing. But maybe I'm asking too much of Pug teams.
Just maybe.
It's a cool little boost actually in the A bomb site, or B bomb site, should I say? Jeez. They did have presence over towards the A. Swanky's fallen off his boost, but they're now going to go back towards B. So you can see they do now have Clowney in drop room and Senor as well. They're swapping weapons out. That's cool. They don't want to lose the AK. They're going to use that UMP in the closer quarters. I wonder if this boost is going to be tested. Find one. They don't know where Ares is. He doesn't find the frag that he needs to, though, and it's now on Jabbo. Couldn't find the second, and Swanky is so slow to rotate. Unfortunately, he's over at A. Clowney finds a frag into Animus, and this is another round here for ezpz. Just grouping up really well, overwhelming that bomb side, and oh boy, the 2 subs. Oh boy. Clowney couldn't be too happy with that.
Burke's going to get taken down quickly by Swanky. And this round quickly becomes a save round, keeping that AWP in the economy for the CTs.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been able to get that AWP either. Obviously, he was hanging around for it, but, I mean, Clowney would have been able to stop that if he was still alive. So, Swanky is not going to come into contact with the last remaining member. Sub is just simply too far away. So that timer should expire before he even gets close to being up mid. Let's just see who's doing damage here. Burke. Doing well for Easy Peasy. He's actually the sub for Atletico Academy, so he potentially could have even been needed for this PGL qualifier if they couldn't find their fifth. Thankfully, they do have all five.
No, Burke's had an absolutely huge day today. Played really good CS.
There you go, having a good day at LAN. Safe to say everybody's had a good day here.
Has been very good day.
Always fun to play at any level, particularly in the LAN environment. I think it's always good to build community.
It is. Getting to put names to the face, or putting faces to the names.
Exactly right. And whilst 90% of the CS that we play is online, even less of it's played in a LAN environment that is social. So this fills a lot of gaps too. So it was in years gone by. Now I'm going back, a few years here with CS 1.6, but a lot of what existed that was good in the community, particularly in the late stages, was the fact that there was LAN, and I don't think he's going to check that. Jabbo, it's just let him run off plat. Now, thankfully, White's able to hit that shot, but Animus does go down. And Clowney finds that frag onto A, and they should be able to get the round here. CT shouldn't let them in. Senor finds another, but as I was saying, all that there was in CS 1.6 was LAN, and there was events like this at Garth and Elysium, and that's probably why the CS 1.6 community, at least in the Brisbane perspective, was super strong. And a lot of those players played together for those reasons, because they were familiar with each other in a social perspective. But yeah, it's good to see more of these events popping up. Keen for a few more of these in 2017.
No, definitely keen on coming back. It's been really fun.
This is your first BrisVegas LAN?
It is my first BrisVegas LAN.
There you go. Popped your cherry.
Rocked up at 8:30 this morning, helped set up, and here I am on the desk.
There you go. You've pretty much done all aspects of the LAN. Didn't play though?
Didn't play it, no.
Oh, there's still time for that. They probably need another sub. Who knows?
Someone will have to play PGL later tonight, I'm sure.
Believe me, playing's overrated when you just keep losing like I do. So,
welcome to silver, my friend.
I haven't gone that far down the chain yet. But
oh, I have.
I'll be honest, it feels like I played like that today, to be fair. I'm not going to complain about PCs. I'm not going to provide excuses. But a faster B approach here from Easy Peasy. Going to be met with resistance here. Jabbo finds one frag. Actually does a lot of damage there to Saib. And it's forcing the T's to back off. Even though there's only pistols on the CT side, they're taking far too much damage, and now there's a flank coming in here from Animus, so if they're not careful, they could be caught out. Spanky's actually up in the drop room too, so I think he's actually backed off now. But that could have been really hairy for Easy Peasy. They have gone down to 3, and oh boy.
Oh, Burke getting caught with his pants down.
Quite literally being pantsed. And 3 CTs are alive.
Bomb starting to make its way to A.
Should be able to get in too, but the CT rotation is quite good, and if they're going through A-holes as they are, should be able to get their way in, but it's important that White stays alive. That Molotov's going to really limit his movement too. That grenade, that is bang on. Arez with a bit of team damage, goes down to Clowney, so CTs are struggling, but that's to be expected. This is not a runaway scoreline by any means. It's, fairly standard. Could go either way still. How good are those cough buttons?
Oh, they're just fantastic.
You could even start cutting out what you say. You'd be like, oh, yep, this is another great round. See?
The internet isn't even lagging at all.
RIP headphone users. But we will have a gun round coming out from both teams. Could get caught out here. Oh, it does go down. That's always difficult. And that grenade landed at the feet of the person in drop room. Did not do much damage at all. That is just valve things, to be honest. Careful though, the bomb doesn't get too far ahead. The bomb is very much ahead of the pack there with Burke, and he's just waiting for the rest of his team to come to his aid, I think.
He's been spotted out now, hasn't he?
Maybe. They've spotted each other out, but that no. Animus will get out. And Burke could have had a frag there if he just opted to stick with his gun out rather than try and switch to his utility. But it's bought the CTs a bit of time. You can see the rotation has come through. There is 2 players on this A-bomb site, 2 players on the B-bomb site. So I don't know if I like that line from Animus. He does get taken out quite quickly here, and now it's all on this player in the back of the bomb site. That right there is what I call observers observers. It's basically a curse. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The observer's curse. The person you're observing or the person you switch to dies instantaneously.
Which makes for very good viewing, but quite unlucky for the LANMowers.
And well, this is super cinematic right now. Easy take though for ezpz. The only player that is going to be within range of finding White has just run the opposite direction, so should be able to save this AWP out quite easily. And LANMowers again, just struggling in these rounds. It's tough on that CT side. There's only an AWP retained here. He's going to struggle to drop anything but maybe a UMP or a FAMAS for his teammates.
Yeah, heading into the 13th round, this is now starting to get pretty dire for the LANMowers.
Yeah, it's at that stage too where they're going to be making calls. Guys, we need a few rounds maybe. It's not out of their hands just yet. They can say, for example, as they've done here, buy P250s in this and then buy their way through to the next. But that is not going to help. Ronan just taking charge, taking lead down mid. AWP here is left by itself. I think the T side are very cautious not to overcommit too because they found that that Animus was eco. And now this should just be grouping up as they hold their positions. Very, very, very cautious.
Purely just because how deadly the pistols are in this game.
Very much so. And Swanky does go down there. White misses his shot. And by the looks of things, they're going to go back towards the B bomb site. They don't want to contest this this AWP at A. Player comes out a drop there. Senor. Even though they are splitting, there's White, the only one in A, and this is, what is this? I don't think you're going to get away with that.
Not at this level of CS, I don't think.
It's. I had to double take. I'm like, he's not doing that seriously, is he?
Just a little bit of cheek from the boys tonight.
Didn't go unpunished though. You can't be showing cheek like that and then expect not to be punished. That being said, here's the interesting part. ezpz playing better with their substitutions.
Yeah.
Obviously, let's be honest. The Atletico Academy guys did have a PGL qualifier which was going to take precedence. So their minds would have been more so on that and not being late for it, as opposed to trying to play sensibly and potentially win things out on the first map. But, as I say that, first frags go to Jabbo, who finds a double already. So, this is... I don't know if I like this yet. They don't have to get too aggressive at all.
Especially when so far behind. It's really bad, and then you're going to get punished for it really, really quickly.
And that's exactly what's happened. Now, White found a frag over towards the A-bomb side, but it's back to a 4 versus 2. Probably just need to slow things down here with ezpz. There is one player contesting plat. So Animus has info. Is he going to be able to find the double frag here? He does a lot of damage.
They line up for him. Not quite. Mozzie getting tagged down to 23.
And they know roughly where he is now, even more so the fact that he's using his utility at this A-bomb or B-bomb site. And he goes down through the smoke. So a good round there for LANMowers, a.k.a. LANMowers, a.k.a. Need more rounds. They're not doing too badly, but they're not doing fantastic. They've gone to a double AWP setup, so it means a slower play here from ezpz that they've been persisting with. May not work, because they know that White's been AWPing, but they're not going to expect a second.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a double AWP on Cobble today, have you?
Not on Cobble. Not on Cobble. I think on other maps, like the first map in this series on Case, they did run with double AWPs. It did cost them, but it... there we go.
What a peak.
Finds him the first frag of the round so far, and smartly, Swanky repositions himself over towards the A-bomb site. Presence now being shown in the drop, and Jesus, blink and you'll miss it. As Animus does go down as well, and the problem now for Mozzie is he's got to get himself out of drop because that bomb is down in the B halls. The only way he can go to get that bomb is through the platform. He's got no one around to boost him back up. He's going to wait for Burke here to do some damage, and he should be able to find a flag, but close quarters, Swanky can't find it. And the problem for Ares is he doesn't know where that bomb is. He doesn't know if any of the players that he's coming up against have the bomb, and they know where he is now. Surely, from the chat, the info and drop room. Oh, Mozzie, he needed to make that. Thankfully, though, that's bought them time to get that bomb, go towards that B bomb site. Should be a plant here. And Ares has been completely tricked. He's going to go for this. Of course, it is the last round. One at Dwayne Johnson. Not effective. 11 for the score. Look, that's about par for the course, to be honest, on a Cobble T side. The question is, can LANMowers absorb the pressure? Can they get that pistol? It's an important T pistol.
It's about all they have to hope for now.
Yep. They'll be looking to the stars and hoping that things go their way. Probably need a better performance there from LANMowers, not really living up to his name in that first half. But it's a new half, new beginnings. And that crow is so crisp and clear. I can hear that nicely. It is fast B approach though. A lot of pressure now being placed on that platform. Oh, they're grouping up. The angry mob of T's has come through.
Clown almost made it through the smoke.
If only he knew. Clown does get taken down. The T's are just rolling their way through. There's not a lot can be done. Senor is going to try his best. Cyber's actually found a double too, so this is very doable, but it's all now on Cyber. With the most amount of experience in this team currently. Going to rely on him to clutch this out 1 versus 2. Doesn't have a kit. So T's grouping up, sticking together and hoping that, well, he's just not going to hit a double headshot. That's the only way he's going to win it. But hasn't tapped the bomb. We'll find one.
No.
Not like this, White. Not like this. And he should have done enough to win it here. White. Everybody's
crucial T round.
Yeah. Everybody's favourite... well, he's actually not Ukrainian, sorry. He's Uzbekistani. Uzbeki. Interesting fact.
There you go.
CS 1.6, he did beat Navi on LAN. The classic Naving as well. Senya, Starix, Markelov, Edward, and Zeus. But a very fast approach here. Coming towards this A-bomb side, not a lot that's going to be able to stop it. T's, they're on the wrong side of those smokes. Oh, sorry, CT's on the wrong side of those smokes.
Not a fan of Clowny pulling out the over here. While so far ahead, I don't understand why you take such a risk.
Maybe if he was adamant that they were going to come drop, but I mean, he's just gone down very cheaply there, so yeah, I think you're far more mobile he needs to think beyond just the initial exchanges and potentially an A retake. You can't retake an A site with Nova. Not against fully board opposition. Mozzie tries his best. Gets one before he's taken down. And LANMowers, they're fighting back. Trying to keep it clean.
Pushing on.
And Arez with that Colonel Sanders.
Very quick AK buys.
They weren't messing about. Obviously, they're going to let the SMGs go in first, take point. But look at
Farm
this.
some cash.
Just taking a screenshot. Here we go. The stack is not effective at all. The AK's. He needs to look up, son. Look up. White, look up. There it is.
Sharp shooting.
Yep, they went for the Virtus Pro stack. The eco stack there, where they just all line up on mid. And look, T's ran straight into that.
Ran straight into it, lost the umps, kept the AKs.
Yeah,
won
not
the
bad.
round.
Not bad. Could have gone far worse. Let's be honest.
Just like that, easy peasy, pulling out 5 colds.
Yes. Are you a fan of the silenced or more of a unsilenced M4A4?
Depending on the map I'm playing, to be honest.
I'm more of the type that will just persevere with the one style across different maps, depending on what I'm feeling. But I do rate them for the tactical switches. I guess it depends too. There was a point in time where the M4A4 was far inferior to the M4A1S. And one of the reasonings that I had from some players that were playing at the top level here in Australia and now overseas, they were basically of the opinion, why bother with a 30 bullet Colt when against European opponents you don't get all 30 off. Speaking of which, Saib finds one reply frag to the frags that are going on in A. Now Mozzie needs to turn around. He will be able to... Oh, I thought he should have been able to find that frag, surely. But I don't think Saib is aware. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Worth.
Do it on land, son. Do it on land.
There we go, the accusation as well. One shot kill. Not like this.
Is it a land without accusations?
Yeah, look, there's people here with a BYOC, let's be honest.
If you're not using Guff rigs, you're cheating.
Bring your own cheats, isn't that what it stands for? Yeah, if you're not using guff rigs, if you're not experiencing land in the way it should be experienced. Everyone on an equal playing field. I don't mind the BYOC if it allows extra teams. It gives me an excuse as to why I lose to them. PC-50 doing damage. Double there for Saib. And still number advantage there with the T's. They will have control of this B bomb site. You can see White's got a very forward position there. He'll have cleared things out, and well, he knows at least there is one CT around, but you need to check that side. You can't run into that bomb site like that.
Not with an AWP.
No. Not. Even if you're a fan of the shotgun AWP style, I'd leave that. I'd leave that to your Guardians and your Fallens. Even your Nicos. Should be able to, well, save this AK at least. Let his hair down a little too. T's though, they're just running over their opposition. I think it's safe to say that the T sides are far superior to the CT sides from what we've seen today.
And it's been proven all day long. T side on Cobble has been very, very dominant.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even if you're playing it in a more team-orientated environment, it still remains the same. Still remains the same. But T's economy, quite good. CT economy's built itself to a decent level, but again, it's at that stage where they're just draining the tank. These rounds that they're losing, round after round after round, they have an economic toll. So
LANMowers, just with no respect, pulling out the P90.
I'll be keen to see what he does too, because he's going to be going a little bit faster than the rest of the crowd. He normally picks up these SMG guns. when he is keen on going a little bit faster. And, oh, you need to put it out. He can't do it. It does burn. I think he looked at it for longer than he tried to put it out. Try harder. It's my advice, but Senor might actually be shot in the back here if he's not careful. He's aware of the fact that there is no eyes on that A-hole. Now, is there always tense duels?
He spotted his arm.
Oh. He does have support now, though. Does have some support. So CTs now do have numbers on the site. That smoke, though, may buy a rotation. No pick, though, from Swanky. No peak. And I think they're going off the back of A-Res info here at the B-bomb site. So Clowny very nearly shot in the back. Doesn't matter now. He's been hitting the dome. They didn't check the coop. Burke's still there, but the T's have now committed towards this B-bomb site. He needs to stay up. They're actually not... I was about to say they're not spamming the hut, but they are going to be able to cut the rotation off, surely. They need to find him. He's spent so long alive. I don't know. That's interesting. I think most teams, as soon as they find out there's someone there, you are very, very lucky to be not peppered with bullets instantly.
In my matchmaking experiences, the second they find you dead, they throw the kitchen sink at you.
Yep. Just exterminate. Exterminate everything. Senor. Avoids a grin or two in middle. But T's now, this is where they up the pace. Animus again going very forward, very fast towards the drop room. No success there for him.
Mozzie finding that P90. With the full head armor, you can put that to use, make it a really close round.
Yeah, I wonder if that the decision from Animus is going to come back to bite them. Maybe it will. Maybe Jabbo can find a frag here or two. Doesn't check the corner though. Oh, the amount of times I've seen people kill with Grens out, not quite checking the corner. And Saab finds another frag, and Senor does
Punished for
find
missing the AWP shot.
Yeah, Senor does find that frag onto to Swanky. Now, all to do for A-Res, 5 versus 1. I mean, they didn't get punished for the P90 play, but they're being punished for other deficiencies in their game. And look at that. They're all sitting on mid-ramp. Three CTs just sitting there. The question is Ronan going to display the discipline he needs? Oof. Finished around how he started with a 1D. Easy peasy, edging closer towards that 16-round mark. But LANMowers do have another gun round in them. Or two, depending on how this one goes for them. It's going to be
a lot of money being saved for them.
Yeah, they're still getting a lot of money. If they do get plants too, obviously their loser bonus starts to tick over, as well as that supplementary cash from the bomb. There's that P90. What can he do? No commitment from the T's just yet. But very, very slowly taking territory over towards A. They're clearing out the ghetto. And whilst they don't have eyes on the A-halls, obviously we know that there's no CTs there, so only that AWP of Senor towards the A-bomb site.
Saib getting taken down very low, very quickly.
Yeah, getting a bit too adventurous, I dare say. I mean, he's playing over towards the drop room, so he's been forced out. And this is good play from the T's. Obviously, Animus has slowed his pace down a little bit too. It was very, very fast, almost suicidal in what he was trying to achieve, but he's now just slowed it down with Senor finding the AWP frag. Now that P90 is going quite well. T's though are switching it up. They're going to go back towards B with this bomb. And Burke finds one. Looking for a second. Are they going to be able to find him here? The P90, they didn't count on him having 50 bullets.
Oh, Oh my lord.
That's an
The
awkward
shotgun
exchange. Awkward exchange. He only had 10 seconds too, so he needed to make that frag. And the CTs were simply just going to charge at him. So almost an unwinnable round with that amount of time left. Let's just see if ezpz can now close this one out. Obviously, their economy's not too bad. Tees, this is the last of their buys. Their money tree is shriveling. It's drying up. And, well, they need to find this. CT economy is not assured either. But very much slowing things right down the teeth. This time, though, they're taking a lot more of that CT utility. They're making them burn it on the platform. They don't have a lot of utility themselves. They've still got 3 Molotovs up, but there's only a single smoke there on Animus. So important that he stays alive long enough for that to actually come into play. Problem is, though, he's sitting in drop balls there. Clowny finds one through the smoke. Maybe time for a vacation. They're not going to check the line here either because they're not even going to get into the bomb site just yet. They need to check it. Otherwise, he's going to step. Burke, is he going to step? That's the question.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my damn. No one has checked it. Finds one. Finds two. Looking for that third. He does get
Burke.
it. Burke. It's his backyard. It's only 90s kids will really get that one.
LANMowers just consistently getting punished for not checking every single corner on the way through.
Actually, I find it ironic that it's Burke taking down LANMowers in his backyard.
Fuck off, Jim.
The jokes write themselves around here. I don't even have to try. Slow drop room control. Going to be attempted here by the LANMowers. Oh, no. It's going to take some brute force to get through that drop room. Hardly a stroke of genius. What they need is a 2-stroke of genius. But Ares now left in a 1 versus 4. Just a deagle and a dream. And, well, both now perish.
Burke picking up another 4K. Putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, Burke's getting it done. He's come into his own here late. Obviously, his teammates are now playing the PGL minor. So he's still here playing LAN. He's still slugging away. But easy peasy. They're on match point.
LANMowers hoping to take it to OT and then to map 3.
That is correct. So it is not just match point, it's LAN point. Well, they need to check Burke again. They don't know he's there. They're just spamming it for the sake of it. He is able to find one.
White.
He won't be happy with that. But Swanky continues the good work, leaving it now to Jabbo and White. You know, Mozzie versus Senior duel battle royale. And obviously, this is for their tournament lifeline here, LANMowers, so they need to hold this site. Awkward moment. So White finds one frag. There's a lot to do for Senior here. He's going to weigh it up. He's going to go for it. Get himself into that site. Smartly choosing the P250. He knows that there is one, but he doesn't have a kit, so this is going to be tough for him. He hits the shot, but he's not going to have time for the defuse. And may not get away with this. And there you go.
Still making it a very expensive round.
A very, very expensive round for both the teams. Yeah, that buy is rough as guts.
CTs, of course, still having loads of money.
There's a lot left in their kitty. A lot left in their kitty.
No kit 10K.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't offer him any excuses. But then, again, Animus taking control of drop room, not very effective. Goes down quite early. They're going to try and force in. Now, Jabbo's actually got the UMP as an entry. I don't know, man. He's about to burn. And he burns. CTs are actually holding strong here. They will be able to find it. They will be able to secure themselves a victory here. And I believe that is the map 3?